Our oceans are filled with monstrously huge animals, and sometimes there's a very lucky fisherman or woman who reels one in. And we're not just staying in the ocean, there have also been some incredibly disturbing large animals caught on land as well. Here are 22 incredibly big catches. Number 22. Monsters of the Deep. This majestic beast is a megamouthed shark, and this particular one was only the 55th one to have been caught since they were first spotted in 1976 off the shores of Hawaii. The name speaks volumes. As you can see, its mouth is huge. This shark swims through schools of krill with its mouth wide open and eats his easily caught dinner. It's believed that these sharks were just a myth, but now we know that they're 100% legit. Number 21. I'd rather be fishing. Although if there's a chance that I'd be reeling this in, I think I'd rather stay at home. Believed to be an Atlantic sturgeon, this monster was not so much caught as washed ashore. It was discovered on Folly Beach in South Carolina in 2012. These fish can weigh as much as 800 pounds and have been around for millions of years. Number 20. Lucky catch. A day that will forever be remembered by fishing enthusiasts around the world would be the day that Ken Fraser caught a 1,496-pound bluefin tuna off the Nova Scotia coast in 1979. He still holds the record for the biggest tuna ever caught to this day, and it amazingly took him just 45 minutes to reel it in. He ended up writing a book about his catch called Possessed. Number 19. Catch of a lifetime. Captain Mark Quartiano will most certainly have this image framed in his living room. He managed to catch an 800-pound Dactylobacter clarkia off the coast of Miami Beach. Family of the stingray, this dinosaur skate measured 8 by 14 feet, and two of a similar size had washed ashore on Florida beaches just prior to this catch. Number 18. You, Me, and the Sea. Donna Pascoe was having a super bad day in the water when she caught a 64-stone bluefin in New Zealand. It's said that the size of this fish could have made 1,769 tins of tuna. It took Donna 4 hours to reel in this enormous fish, which she's not allowed to sell, which is a shame as it's worth a substantial amount of money. She had intentions of stuffing it and hanging it in her home. Number 17. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Wonder what Dr. Seuss would have thought of this huge orange fish. This gigantic Opa fish was reeled in by recreational angler Joe Ludlow. It broke the world record by 18 pounds, bringing the new record to 181 pounds. He and two mates were on a recreational fishing trip when this beauty was caught. The previous record holder was caught off of San Luis Obispo, Central California in 1998. Number 16. It's a keeper. We head to Florida where hunters managed to catch and kill an 800-pound alligator that was responsible for killing and eating the cows on their farms. This 15-foot beast would wait for the cattle to drink at the watering hole and then strike. Lee Lightsey, who's the owner of Out West Farms in Okeechobee, and hunting guide Blake Godwin spotted the animal and shot it. The gator was so heavy they had to use a tractor to take it away, but not before lifting it up for some incredible photos. They're going to donate the meat to charity and have the animal stuffed. Number 15. I smell a rat. And a big one at that. Tony Smith, a gas engineer from North London, was working at a block of flats in London when he spotted a rat that was a scary 4 feet long. He said it weighed around 25 pounds and it was lying in a bush close to a kid's playground. Terrifying. He had his friend James Green hold up the rat so he could take pictures. There are many who believe this to be a fake. But what's not fake is that in parts of Africa, there are ginormous rats that are known to chew on faces and limbs while people are sleeping. So this could potentially be real. Number 14. Snakes alive. This mighty python was caught on a construction site in Malaysia. It's believed to be the longest snake ever caught, stretching 26 feet in length. It weighed around 550 pounds and could more than likely swallow a human. Sadly, this fabulous specimen didn't make it, and the cause of her demise was natural. It's believed she recently laid an egg, which caused complications. I wonder if they ever found that egg. Number 13. Like a fish out of water. The biggest swordfish to ever be caught was off the coast of Chile by Lou Moran. Measuring 14.9 feet long and weighing 1,182 pounds, this monster took 2 hours to be reeled in. The fish has been mounted at the International Game Fishing Association in Miami. Nikki Sinden holds the record for having caught the biggest swordfish ever by a woman, and it weighed 795 pounds. Number 12. Bigger fish to fry. This majestically huge great white shark was netted by commercial fishermen in Mexico in 2012. It was 2,000 pounds and 20 feet long. It took dozens of beachgoers to help haul this shark onto the sand. And it's thought that if the shark had been alive when caught, it would have most certainly overturned their skivvy. Number 11. The Big Catch. Denver Nuggets forward Wilson Chandler was filming for an episode of Blacktip H when he reeled in a 300-pound fish. The mic malfunctioned, so they couldn't capture any audio. So he tried again, and this time he reeled in a Goliath grouper that weighed in at a staggering 350 pounds. Chandler says that the fish was so huge, he was literally off his feet for a few moments. This catch still pales in comparison to the biggest one ever caught, which was by Lynn Joyner in 1961, which weighed 680 pounds. Sheesh! Number 10. Frog in the throat. I sincerely hope not. This is the Goliath Frog, and I don't know who the guy is that caught it, but he's extremely brave to have done so. They are freakishly large, some up to 13 inches in length and can weigh as much as 7.1 pounds. They're usually found near Gabon in West Africa, and are often eaten by locals. Their numbers are sadly dwindling due to being eaten, traded, and loss of natural habitat. Number 9. Holy mackerel! Great white sharks have a number of interesting names, like beasts of the ocean, remnants from the past, or apex predators. Regardless of what you call them, they're still sea dwellers that you wouldn't like to meet face to face. This vintage photograph shows a great white shark that was caught in Cuba that was 21 feet and weighed 7,000 pounds. This story was a bit of a legend, and many didn't believe this image was real. Known as El Monstruo de Cojimar, our Discovery Channel documentary crew has done some extensive research into the tales, images, and whatever else. They have confirmed the tale to be 100% true. Number 8. Good things come to those that bait. When you think of seahorses, you generally think of tiny, cute little sea creatures. Although these unusual creatures don't look like fish, they really are. They're usually 0.6 inches long, so it came as a huge surprise when a British fisherman caught one that was 14 inches. Crazy! Number 7. Rise to the bait. It was hard work for the crew of New Zealand vessel, San Aspiring, as they brought on board this colossal squid. Found in the Ross Sea, this catch was incredible for the team who were now able to study this majestic creature up close. They live between 3,000 and 6,000 feet deep in the Antarctic, and contrary to what we previously thought, these squids are not monsters, but much more sedentary. We have these images in our heads of these creatures wrapping their tentacles around boats and bringing them down, but those of course are all myths and stories. It has been learned that they wait patiently for fish to pass them, which they then capture and eat. Number 6. Surf and turf. Ocean sunfish, or mola mola, are the heaviest bonefish in the world. They mainly eat jellyfish, and a female sunfish can lay up to 300 million eggs at a time. How many of those actually survive? I have no idea. This bad boy was caught by W.N. McMillan in 1910 and weighed an astronomical 3,500 pounds. Generally, a heavy sunfish can weigh up to 2,200 pounds. Number 5. Plenty of fish in the sea. That may be so, but there's certainly not that many oarfish in the ocean. They're mostly harmless. Although you wouldn't guess that just by looking at it, this 300-pound specimen was caught by Navy SEALs off the coast of San Diego and was 23 feet long. Number 4. Crocodile Tears. This is Cassius Clay, the biggest croc in captivity. He weighs close to a ton and was captured in 1984 in the Northern Territory. He is just under 18 feet and has lived at Marineland Melanesia Crocodile Park on Green Island for 24 years. He even had a double page dedicated to him in the 2012 Guinness Book of World Records. Number 3. Big Brother's watching you. Okay, there's a good chance that he wasn't caught in the regular way, but does winning him count? This pet goldfish belongs to Ada Shaw, a widow from Kent. It's probably one of the biggest goldfish you'll ever see. Named Goldie, this fish is 15.7 inches long and weighs more than 2 pounds, and is still growing. The current record for the biggest goldfish is 18.7 inches, and experts believe Goldie will surpass him. Goldie's owner believes that it's the love and attention, as well as his excellent food that's made him grow this big. Number 2. Clickbait. Did you see what we did there? I'd love to share more amazing facts about what looks to be a remarkable catch, but I think we've all been caught out with this image and that it's been staged to look like a monster has been caught in this shallow bit of water. Photoshop. Number 1. News from the deep. This is a mantis shrimp. They usually grow to around 3 inches. Steve Bargeron managed to catch one that was 18 inches long. He caught it in Florida while fishing off a dock. There are around 400 species of mantis shrimp, but which exact species this one fell under was unknown.
Let me know how much you guys loved the video by smashing the likes down below. And make sure to check out the next video on Board Badger. Signing out.
Board Badger.